Ride along, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we're to see. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island, strong with the host, we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island, strong with the host, we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight.
To rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Time to do better. Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan now offers new and improved options that make health insurance affordable for small to medium businesses. Good medical cover gives you a competitive edge and takes care of the people that take care of your business. Get a better plan to build a better business. Call Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
Yeah. Right along live. Welcome to the ride. Welcome to Wednesday on the ride. Yeah. Yeah, man. As you come in, go ahead and share the thing, share the program. At followers. Today we're gonna have one of our hot seat program. And on this program, as you know, we bring on an elected official and try to get an update. And you, from the public, general public, also have an opportunity to question your elected official. Today, in the hot seat, we're happy to have Honorable Tevin Andrews, Minister of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique Affairs. He's here with us today, guys. Yeah. So add followers, tag a few friends, invite a few friends to come over here. We have to talk. And we have a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss, a whole lot to discuss. And the funny thing about it is, guys, this is one of the only programs that is tailored like this, right? We basically open up the platform. It don't matter opposition or government. They all are invited on the hotspot. Because I think every elected official, or MP for that matter, whether they're on the opposition side or the government side, they should come to the people and report. They work for you. You are the employer, and you make the decision, right? So when someone come on the hotspot, they are basically coming on here to be interrogated by the people, right? However, I must say, when I say interrogated, as you know, we keep a certain level of respect on this platform, and that's primary. Now, on many occasions, there might be people who may appear on this program, whether it's Hotspot or someone come to share their story, that you may not necessarily agree with them, their politics or what have you. But there's ways to disagree or to express your opinion without disrespect. And that's one of the things that we're not going to tolerate on the platform. No matter who is here, we're not going to tolerate disrespect, right? Good. With that being said, thank you. With that being said, everybody tag somebody, tag somebody, tag somebody, tag. And also start writing down your questions, huh? Start writing down your questions because this is your program. This is your program. Again, this is the only platform, the only program on social media that is geared like this with the opportunity that we give. Okay? Let me add some followers here. All right. And today, guys, I'm wearing my MC. Big up yourself. You're locked on. Thank you. Today, I'm wearing pink. I don't know if you guys could really see it, but it's pink, right? And the reason why I chose to wear pink today is in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. As you know or may not know, we are active participant in the support to eradicate breast cancer, right? We have been contributing significantly over the past years, and just like this year, right? And years past, we had March, we participated in the march up in Shipshead Bay, and today, it's going on to the end of the month, so I just wanted to recognize people who are right now suffering from breast cancer. I have a friend, a very close friend. She don't have breast cancer though. She have a stage of type of cancer that's not breast cancer, but we understand the pain that you go through, that one goes through in this period of time. So we want to eradicate. We want to ride over breast cancer, make sure that it is gone, done, right? So as much research that need to go into it. That's why we contribute. That's why we march. That's why we support. And funny enough, let me introduce my guest, because funny enough, my guest actually participated on a breast cancer awareness march with us just a few years ago.
Yes, correct.
How are you doing?
Hi, Junior. I was smiling because I remember being part of one of your walks in Shipshead Bay.
Yes.
So I think sometime in 2018 or 2019, thereabout.
You know, as I started to talk about it, I'm like, yes, you were there with us.
Correct. So you really have been championing this cause for a very long time.
Absolutely, man.
And the fact that you continue, that's amazing.
And
so,
you know,
the excellent work, man.
You came in there, and you walked with us through the whole thing.
Yeah,
that was great, man. And I thank you for that. I know back then, I remember someone say I introduced you as then. I don't think it was deep in politics like that yet.
Well, not so deeply involved. Involved, but not so deeply involved. Yes.
Yeah, and someone said this guy's going to be prime minister one day. Somebody said that.
Yeah, well, I know.
So how are you doing, MP? How are things?
Well, I'm good. I've been, I'm doing good. But first of all, Junior, let me thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes.
For giving me the opportunity to be here with you and your platform so that I can update the constituents of Carriacou and Petit Martinique and the world in general, and of course the diaspora, and let them know what is happening in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. It's almost 4 months. The 1st of November is going to be 4 months since the passage of this devastating hurricane. A lot has been said, a lot has been done, a lot has been achieved, and I think it's only fair now that I come to the public and explain all that is happening. So I would try to use all platforms as possible. But I want to thank you in particular for inviting me and for making this a reality. Now I want to let people know that it's not the first time Junior reached out. He's reached out before.
Yes.
And when I tell you, Beryl really had me under some serious manners. I couldn't accept the invitation then. However, I intend to take up all the invitations so that I can keep the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique informed and updated, because there's a lot happening and a lot of people don't know what is happening. So I intend to even hear from you some of the questions that you may have as well. So thank you, Junior.
Yeah, so you're in the hot seat, and the hot seat is that type of program, right? The hot seat is that type of program. I remember the 2 days before Hurricane Beryl hit Carriacou and Grenada, you and a delegation was in New York.
That's correct.
Yeah, and then there was supposed to have a meeting of sort that I was contacted to be a part of video production wise, and then they said, Tevin gone by. Where Tevin went? Where the minister went? You just left.
I left. I told my colleagues, listen, I can't stay. I don't even think they got the message when I told them I can't stay. I must go back. You see, when we left Grenada, I believe the Friday or so, at that time, the projection for Beryl was Barbados, what have you. And it was not I don't even think it was a Category 1 hurricane. Beryl really, it intensified so quickly.
Yes.
And Saturday evening, I recall, I said, when we realized that it's strengthening, I think it was a Category 1 or 2 at the time, and it's strengthening. And I got a call, and they said, listen, this thing it appears it's going to come, it's going to go right over your islands, Minister. So you better go home. And I recall calling some friends, and I say, listen, I need to get a flight, the first flight back to Grenada as soon as possible. So, and a lot of people were saying, well, you don't have to go, and it's better you are safe than sorry. And I say, what? I have to go.
Oh, wow.
People of CARICOM, I say, if we have today, we all go there together. I'm going home.
Yeah.
And I recall getting to Grenada, and the water landing in Grenada, I think around 3 o'clock there about. And I contacted the Coast Guard and the Cabinet Secretary. I said, CabSec, please make this, you need to make this happen. I need to get to Carriacou. And I contacted myself and the Commissioner of Police. I must commend the Commissioner of Police and the Coast Guard team for getting me up to Carriacou, because at that time all the vessels stopped running, and the SVG flight, they had a charter, and that was to take their people from Grenada up to St. Vincent. And I said, well, I didn't come out all the way from New York to come to Grenada and stay in Grenada. I'm going to Carriacou. And the Coast Guard, the Coast Guard captains and so, they were a bit reluctant to bring me up to Carriacou, because at that time the waves were, raging. I think to some 10 feet waves, in the open waters and so on. Very, very, it was a very, very rough ride coming up, But I came to Carriacou, and I weathered the storm with my constituents, and I think it's the best thing that I did. One of the best decisions I think I've made was to be with the people of Carriacou in this time, and I've never left. I've since been here with them, doing all that I can to try and restore Carriacou back to some sense of normalcy, and even better than where it was before Beryl.
Yeah.
So,
tell us about your experience.
The experience. Listen, this experience has been a very tough one. I was saying to some colleagues the other day, I said, listen, things are going so well. Carriacou was on the verge of takeoff. We're doing so well, the investments that are coming in, the work that we were doing and so on. And here comes Beryl and just set us right back. And has given this young boy this Herculean task to lead 5,000 plus people and to give them hope and encouragement. It's not an easy task, and it's even more difficult taking into consideration that the islands are separated by water from the mainland.
Right.
And so my colleagues are very supportive. Prime Minister and the entire ex-colleagues are very, very supportive, and they've been excellent throughout this whole ordeal. But but it has been a very challenging experience, a very but tough time calls for great men, and you really know who is who in tough times. And I had to really toughen up my skin. As I said, it has not been easy. This experience has humbled me. Really, really has humbled me, and has taught me a lot about the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Or people are easy, That's taught me a lot about the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. But in spite of all the challenges, it gives me more encouragement to serve them even more. Because I know that there are more that are for me and for the administration and see the good that we're doing and is supporting silently and quietly, praying and encouraging us. So I also have an excellent team, my parliamentary team, the ministry team, P.S. Williams, the SEO, Dan Stanisclaus, an engine room at the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, Janelle Logan, and a couple other public servants who have been amazing. Nelly Deet and the NADMA team have been excellent, doing an excellent job from NADMA team to the ministry to the parliamentary office to the support. All the support that we've been getting has been tremendous. The diaspora, the Carriacou diaspora in the US, Canada, and the UK, amazing. Mwah. Couldn't ask for, kayaks really and truly amazing.
Yeah.
And we really look out for each other. Kakabawi for Kakabawi, as we say.
Kakabawi, yeah.
So I am amazed by the overwhelming support. And then the regional support from Trinidad to Tobago, Barbados, Guyana. Guyana has been amazing in giving support. And they had a team here, the artisan crew who came and assisted us in restoring some of the people's building, like the police station, the administrative building, the courthouse, the revenue office, etc., the ministry, and so on. So they have really assisted us a great deal. And it's, as I said, it's almost 4 months since the passage of Beryl, and I think we've made some significant progress. So the experience, Junior, has not been an easy one. It has been extremely difficult, but it's also rewarding to knowing where we came from, Junior.
Right.
I cried. I cried bitterly when I saw Carriacou that we worked so hard to build, and our forefathers in the past have worked so hard to build, and I'm standing on their shoulders and seeing that in a matter of hours, everything was just wiped away. The airport, the hospital, 98% of the housing stock. I mean, you couldn't it was unrecognizable. It was unbelievable. I had to keep pinching myself. And people were saying, Minister, you have to be strong. And when I recall a couple of minutes after the storm, the last beat of the storm, myself and a police officer, Officer Charles, we went out and we went to the hospital to make sure that the patient and the doctor and nurses were safe, and they were fine, of course, traumatized, but they were, And then we went down to some of the shelters in the northern area, Dover, and I recall looking at Dover Government School, and knowing that it was a shelter, and thinking, oh my goodness, are there people in there? Because remember, there was virtually no communication. No one knew what was happening.
Yes.
And all the roads were blocked. So people were injured, people were hurt, people died, and we couldn't get to them. It was an experience. It's an experience I never ever in my entire life want to experience again. But as I said, it taught us so many lessons that in the event of something catastrophic like this, we will take precautionary measures to prepare for this. And this is why we're doing the Build Back Better. This is why we're taking our time, putting the necessary structures in place so that in the event of anything this catastrophic, we can respond properly. We have never experienced something like this in Carriacou and Petit Martinique ever.
Yeah.
We did experience Ivan. We didn't. What St. Patrick's got for Beryl is something similar to what Carriacou got for Ivan. Just a little touch of it. So we didn't really experience Hurricane Ivan. So it's a traumatizing experience for all. And I really felt it for our young children, the kids, and more so our senior citizens, especially our senior citizens who went through a great ordeal during this terrible, monstrous storm. But we're still here standing.
Yeah, I remember making it to Carriacou days after the storm, the hurricane, and I went by Dover Government School, and I saw the 40-foot container, and I was like, oh my God.
I know.
It's I was still trying to figure out how did it get there? Like was it airborne? Because it didn't roll down from anywhere.
No. The wind.
The wind.
We saw. Listen, I was at the command center, Junior, and I saw the wind. Honestly, I saw the wind.
Saw the wind.
Yes, and even in Bel Air where we were. After, as I said, after coming out and going up to the hospital, there was a container like a couple hundred feet away from the main road. That container flew from one end a couple hundred feet and over a precipice and landed in the main road, blocking the access point to get up to Bel Air. So you had a couple cases with containers that were not they were not empty containers.
could only imagine.
So you could imagine the force of the wind. You know, I thank God even up to this point that more people didn't die, and I thank God that this hurricane passed in the day. Had it been in the night, I don't know what I don't know what would have happened. Thank God it was in the day. Honestly,
What has been
we agree. I am grateful, eternally grateful. I am grateful for life, and while there were some deaths, I'm grateful that it could have been worse, Junior. Could have been worse.
what has been the your focus and the administration focus as it relates to recovery post Beryl?
Right. So there are three stages to this recovery efforts, Junior. One, aid and supply distribution, and basically that operation has come to an end. It's now ceased. So right after Beryl, supermarkets, everything was down, communication, everything. So our focus at that time was to get aid and supply and relief supplies and so on to the citizens, the residents in Karaku and in PT Matnik. In the beginning, a couple days after Beryl, it was a disaster, taking into consideration that the roads were blocked, our gas station was down, the trucks and vehicles were damaged. The tractors couldn't move anything out of the road because they were damaged, or there was no fuel to put in the tractors and so on. So it was a disaster trying to get to there were some areas like Mount Pleasant, the southern side, Belmont, and some hard to reach areas we couldn't get there to the people. So there were people who genuinely did not receive aid days after Beryl. That's a fact. However, with assistance from mainland, with Rubies and Saul coming up with fuel and getting the gas station up and running and so on, we managed to, and of course with the government giving extra support with excavators and heavy equipment and pickups and so on, we were able to then go out into the hard to reach areas. Now the aid and supply distribution has wrapped up. If there are people in need, our social department and NADMA is still, would still do what they have to do, but
Right.
that operation has basically wind down and has ended. The second phase is the cleanup, and the cleanup is 98% completed. There are some little spots that needs to be cleaned up, like our mangrove and the hill areas, and a special project would have to be, we have to extend the project. We now having conversation with the Ministry of Environment, because the mangrove cleanup is going to be a technical technical cleanup, and it's going to be a two-prong approach.
Right.
We're not just going to clean up the mangrove, but we're also going to be replanting mangrove. And of course, the Guyanese government is going to assist us with that. So the mangrove cleanup, and of course the hillside cleanup, as I said, we're going to work on. So the cleanup aspect of things, and of course, if you came to Karaku days after Beryl, and you come now, you would see the difference that it has improved drastically.
Right.
And the final stage is the rebuilding recovery stage, and that's the stage that we're at. I don't know if you've been following me recently. I think was it yesterday? I believe it was, or the day before, I think.
No, yesterday. I know time
yesterday.
we went around the houses.
Yeah. We have about 13 Build Back Better houses being constructed. We have 27 prefab foundations being built. The foundation to put the prefab houses on, been constructed. And apart from that, you have support for roof material, and we have brigades that are also going out to put roofs on people's homes and to assist people with their repairs.
Right.
So apart from the Build Back Better houses that are being built, apart from the foundations that are being prepared for the prefab, for the 27 prefab homes, mind you, they will be fully furnished, the prefabs, and the Build Back Better homes will be partially furnished. So that's another thing that we can dive into if we have time. We are also assisting people with putting their roofs on by assisting them with a brigade, and assisting people with their repairs, but with brigades. So that is happening throughout the island.
How do you maintain transparency? How do you maintain transparency? Because there have been reports. A lot of people have been coming out and say, well, because this particular area, this person or individuals in supportive of another party administration, they don't get the assistance. How do you maintain that?
You know what's interesting? I'm getting a lot of blows from people who support me, telling me that I'm not supporting them. I'm supporting people that don't support me. I'm getting a lot of blows for that, so it's interesting. But no, so an assessment must be done with our various departments to make sure that the people who are receiving the support are people that are genuinely in need. So we try to target large families and senior citizens in particular, people that are vulnerable. Those are the people that are given the assistance. Now, obviously, 27 families / the 13 prefabs that we're building, you have way more vulnerable people on island, but obviously everybody wants their thing now, and everybody, so obviously it's a process, and we are going to try our best to try and see how we could assist everybody, but we cannot help everyone at the same time because it's a process. But we try to deal with the more vulnerable cases. In addition to that, we try to deal with the people that are also in the shelters, so they also got some assistance so that they would be able to get out of the shelters and into the comfort of their homes. And so forth. So that's the process that's being used. There's a little challenge over in Piti Matnik as it relates to the support, and that's the physical manpower, because Piti Matnik, all of the men in Piti Matnik decide they're going to be fishermen and not actual contractors or builders. So we have some challenges there, and the logistic challenge. However, there's a plan in place to deal with building the houses in Piti Matnik, hopefully before December, and that plan is being actively worked upon, including getting prefab homes for the people that have lost their homes in Piti Matnik. But I can tell you that so far, in terms of roofing material, I'm going to get the actual figure, roofing material assistance for the people of Piti Matnik, over 80 persons were assisted thus far in Piti Matnik for roofing material. I think they recently started sending in their invoices. And so far, 80 persons have benefited, and they have started doing their own things. And of course, physical planning is there to check to make sure that they are doing what they're supposed to do. In Karakou, we have over 856 people that were approved so far in terms of roofing assistance. And the reason we're focusing on roofing assistance, because we recognize Karakou don't have rivers, we don't have mountains, and as a result of that, our dry season is usually harsher than that of mainland.
Yes.
We're trying to get people to get back the roof in time for the dry season so that they can get water as soon as they can. But we're not only assisting people with roofing assistance, but we're also assisting them with black tanks. So a number of people have received black tanks. Of course, we can't help everybody. And of course, not everybody would get a black tank, but we are trying our best to see what we can do to help as much people as possible. So that's where we are. When I calculated the numbers recently, we spent so far, the government have spent so far 13,709,098 roofing assistance to the people of Karakou and Piti Matnik. I'll repeat, close to $14 million in 4 months, assisting the residents of Karakou and Piti Matnik. Public servants, we've made an internal policy for that. Public servants, that's teachers, nurses, government workers, all government workers. An assessment will be done to confirm that they were damaged, and another assessment will be done, confirm that the damage is done, and the maximum support that they will get from the government is $25,000 worth in building materials. General public, the maximum support that they'll get is $15,000 worth in building materials to assist them with their roofing. So, and that has been, as I said, been going very well, because some people have taken it up on their own to start the rebuilding, repair. And of course, the planning authority is working along with us to ensure that the work is being done properly. So those are some of the things that we've been doing. You know, Junior, in addition to that, schools were damaged.
Right.
Habitat Government School in particular, Leicester RC School, um, Hillsborough Government. Most of the schools in Carriacou were either partially or totally destroyed.
Yeah.
The fact that we know that now school has now been reopened says a lot.
That,
So
that that's me there in Dover. That
ah
team there that was in Dover,
lovely.
and they were, picking up at the time I went there. They were picking up the debris off the ground with their hands in most cases,
Lovely.
and preparing for the next phase of it. So that's there at the Dover Government School, where the school was completely destroyed.
Lovely, excellent.
And I'm going to be back there in the next couple days, so that I could see the progress that's happening.
Thank you, Junior.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you very much for your support. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely. So
so
despite,
Harveyville Government School
uh-huh,
was repaired. Leicester RC School was repaired. Bishop's College work is still going is ongoing there, but majority of the work has been completed. Hillsborough Secondary School, Hillsborough Government School, PT Matnick RC and PT Matnick Pre. In 4 months, I want you to understand this. It's a pity I didn't share a photo with you before. I took my grand aunt days after the hurricane to the airport. We were only doing emergency flight, and she had to get out of the island. I took her to the airport so that she can go down to Grenada to get a flight to head off to Trinidad. And we laughed. First time we laughed after the hurricane, because going into the airport and all you can see is the sky. The airport roof was completely blown off. Today you come into Carriacou, the airport roof is back on and fully functional. And this was 2 months or less than 2 months after the hurricane.
right,
The hospital, as I said, the roof it was damaged, it was blown off, and the hospital roof is now back on. And of course, the Ministry of Infrastructure and the Ministry of Health, along with the Ministry of Carriacou and Martinique Affairs, is working together to now start work on the clinics. That's PT Martinique, Windward, Leicester, Mount Pleasant, all of the clinics except Hillsborough, or partially or fully damaged or destroyed. So we are working assiduously with the Ministry of Infrastructure and other ministries to get those clinics or health centers up and running. But I want people to understand all of this has been achieved in such a short space of time. If you work with the government, we can achieve this in such a short space of time. Just imagine if you give us a year and a half to really and we the truth is we are going to this is going to be a long haul.
right.
For the long haul. We're not going to get back to normalcy in just in a jiffy.
But despite that work that have been done, visible work that we could see, your administration have been still criticized for not providing any residential building to date. How do you respond to that? In a recent town hall meeting, Senator Cox mentioned that if you take a look in Carriacou right now, after 4 months, there have been no residential property actually built and handed over to the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. How do you respond to that?
Well, I'll simply respond to it. It's a process, and it has started. We've started the process of constructing homes. I've given you a typical example of the Build Back Better and the prefab homes that are being constructed. I know that my good friend knows that we have a serious manpower shortage and material shortage, and of course the weather has not been too kind to us with the consistent rain and rainfalls and so on. So obviously that has pushed back things, but nonetheless there are going to be close to 50 families in Carriacou that will be receiving their homes in time for Christmas. So I think that is commendable. The fact that that the process has started, and the fact that I think we might be one of the few governments with the little resources that we have, that has built homes for people after they are destroyed by a hurricane. Because in the past, the people had to take up that burden on their own. But nonetheless, it's a process. We have started. It's therefore it's plain for everybody to see. And what I'm happy about the project the most is that the 27 prefab homes that the foundations that we're building that will be coming, they'll be fully furnished, and the Build Back Better homes will be partially furnished. And I want to commend all of the people that are actively involved in making it happen. And of course, as time comes, you'll hear more about it. But in addition to, I just want us to understand, in addition to the homes that are being constructed, and we will continue to construct. As a matter of fact, at a high level discussion today and on Monday, we plans are being put in place to order more prefab homes. Two prefabs. This is a separate one from what we are preparing for now.
Right.
Two of those ones that will be coming from the States, or from the Turks and Caicos, if I'm not mistaken, will be brought to Carriacou. I believe one will go to Petit Matnik and one will come to Carriacou, so that it can be a show to showcase, so that people can see and we can have buy-in from the public. And thereafter, we're going to order some more. I believe some 200 of those will be coming in. But Budget 2025 will certainly talk about more Build Back Better and more prefabs. It's a process. It cannot happen. Everything can't happen right away.
Right. Yeah.
And what is disturbing about all of this is that, this is not the time for politics.
Right.
And as Kakabawis, probably people elsewhere, but as Kakabawis, we know that when we are in crisis, we are brothers and sisters, and we put down our differences and we get our hands dirty to help each other. And when the time comes again, we'll do what we have to do.
I'm going to
that's unfortunate. The people of Carriacou and Petit Matnik will be the judge of that. I've been trying to give some free political lessons to my friend, and the advice is not taking the advice. But the time will come when I'll take up the political sword and put on my armor and my Gideon boot and my helmet and all of that, and I'll deal with my goodly friend drastically.
Right.
But this is not the time for this. This is not time for politics. This is time where we have all hands on deck for us to rebuild Carriacou and rebuild it and bring it to some sense of normalcy in the shortest possible time frame. The fact that the schools are open, the fact that our hospital is operational after the roof was destroyed, the fact that our airport is now fully functional, the fact that we are building close to 50 homes, and hopefully before Christmas, the families will move in. The fact that all of these things are happening,
right,
including the repairs, including over close to $14 million was given to residents in terms of building materials. All of these things are happening because we recognize that we have to help our citizens in one way or the other, so that they can get back to some sense of normality, they can get back into their homes and come out from the tarpaulins and so on.
Right.
We all wish that we could move a bit faster,
right,
but we have to recognize that we're in this for the long haul.
Your fellow Kakabawi friend there also stated, and I'll put it out there because there have been a lot of criticism, and I want to go through it because this is the program for it. This is the hot seat. Can you respond to the allegation from the opposition, and as outlined in the last press conference as well, that during that time, right after the storm, that they were blocked from participating in Meals on Wheels program, that post Hurricane Beryl, with claims that they generated too much garbage?
I challenge Senator Cox. To say that publicly.
He did.
What?
Yeah, he did. I don't have a clip of it, but he said that publicly.
No, that's a lie. That's a blatant lie. A blatant lie. The same, it's the same way he went on a different platform and said he wasn't talking about a particular gentleman, about being arrested and about freedom of speech, being locked up for freedom of speech. It's the same way he lied. I'm telling you that he lied at that town hall meeting. The government never stopped any Meals on Wheels program. The Ministry of Health does its normal check and still do it the normal check with anybody that cooks food and so on. They did visit that site like every other site that cooks food, but that site was never shut down. And those people were never instructed by any politician or anything of that sort. As a matter of fact, I called immediately when I heard the story for a report. And they said, no one sent us there. We just passed by like we were doing our routine checks. They were not shut down. They were not asked anything. The team was basically doing a search on various sites where people were cooking, because at the end of the day, we wanted to make sure. That's what the Ministry of Health was saying. They wanted to make sure that we do not have a disaster in a disaster. So if people are cooking food, we have to make sure that the standards are being kept and followed. As far as I know, the standards were being kept and followed. But it's interesting that because that Meals on Wheels program didn't last too long anyways, because it moved from Wheels on Meals and then it moved to World Central Kitchen, and then it moved to something else with people. They were selling food and all kind. It was so I don't know. Probably they needed to figure out what program they had and what program they wanted. But I can categorically state tonight that the government, the Ministry of Health, did not shut down any Meals on Wheels program. And I dare Senator Nolan Cox to challenge me on that one.
Interesting. Okay, we got a caller on the line. The program is for our viewers. We got a caller on the line. Caller, you're live. Where are you calling us from?
Hi, I'm calling from Brooklyn. This is DJ Little B, Carriacou representative.
DJ Little B, how you doing?
How you doing, Junior?
Good.
Hi, Tevin. How are you?
Hi, good evening, good afternoon. I'm doing well, and you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm hanging in there. So I had a couple of things. Tevin, you're doing a great job. You're, boots on the ground, as you say, and I see you out there working hard and working for our people in Carriacou and Petey Martinique, and I wanted to definitely give you your respect on that.
Thank you.
But also, I have my home in Mount Pleasant, and I have some people that, everybody lost their homes, and I have some people staying in my home because my home is probably one of the only structures still standing in Mount Pleasant. And, they cannot get any electricity because I'm just missing some galvanized and stuff for my roofing. And I was reached out to the ministry trying to get some assistance with that. And as I'm here in New York right now, trying to save me a trip from coming down to deal with it. But no one hasn't reached back out to me. But I was just trying to figure out, what is the process like? And is there anything different that I need to do to get that assistance done?
So the process is quite a simple one. You make the request. You get a billhead from any hardware. You bring it in while making
I emailed it in and everything.
Right, while making the request. An assessment will then follow, and after that assessment, a decision will be made. But certainly you would be contacted. But it takes a while, probably about 2 weeks or so. Right. Before we get back in touch with you. So you probably could have somebody locally just touch base with the team. Remember, it's a small team, so they may not always go as expected.
Well, I have some family, and my brother's staying there with his kids, and they don't really have any. They're from Dover side, but my house is they're in Mount Pleasant on.
Yeah, I understand, but they can check. Carriacou is not that big. It's about 13 square miles, and Beryl certainly did some damage, so probably it's about 12 now, 12.5. Yeah, but I understand, but you can get somebody to follow up. I'm sure probably somebody's probably trying to call, and they're probably not getting you.
Yeah, I've been trying
to follow up.
And I sent the billhead and everything. No one hasn't reached back out to me, so I'm just trying to figure out.
So probably you can do a simple follow up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, DJ Lil B, New York. All right. One DJ. Right. A question here. Why are we talking about this? Because I looked at that press conference and I had a lot of questions. In fact, so the question here that in that same press conference. It it was said that the opposition, and Mr. Cox in particular, he said that they have a desire to see the administration succeed, not fail, because failure would mean everyone fail. Do you see an all hands on deck approach in terms of the opposition and everyone else in support of the reconstruction effort to rebuild Carriacou? Do you see that type of engagement coming from the other side?
Let me put it this way. I am grateful. The people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique are very resilient people, and they're trying their best. In the beginning, you know, everybody was shell-shocked and traumatized and whatever. You know, people are pulling themselves up and getting things done. I am now working along with the churches, although I've given the churches some good tongue lashing. I've given a lot of people tongue lashing, but the churches, and we know working together. The churches are now on board. This Adventist church and others we are all collaborating. I think they're bringing in some people. We are assisting them with housing and so on, the builders, so that they could assist in putting the roofs and so on people's homes. So those are the collaboration that are taking place. But I want to say this. Before Beryl and even after Beryl, I've always been calling for all hands on deck approach, and for us to work together and unite. And in particular to my good friend. And that has not happened. As a matter of fact, he publicly said that my call is not a genuine one. He stated so on a platform. But the offer is still there. It has to be all hands on deck. The mere fact that I told you about the churches, I'm seeing that to see that I recognize it's an all hands on deck, and I went to the churches, and we are working together, and now so that we can get all the support that we can to the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, because there might be people that we might genuinely miss, and the churches might be able to assist, and there might be people that we might genuinely miss, but the opposition might be able to assist us. But listening to the utterance of the opposition, they're not concerned about the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, you know. And I made a point after the budget, the supplemental budget. The MPs on the other side came to a finance committee meeting. We sat at the finance committee meeting and went through line by line, vote by vote, ministry by ministry, figure by figure. They did not utter one suggestion, made no comments, gave nothing, and then gave the impression hours after that the government isn't doing anything to help the people. But you had a chance at the finance committee meeting to make suggestions and give input, make recommendations, challenge, question certain things. That wasn't done. And it just goes to show that the opposition is just there to just oppose. But, you know, in crisis, I tell you, sometimes you just have to put down the political gloves and put down the political weapons and focus on the recovery efforts. The politics and the opposing time will come. This is not the time for this. And the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique better open their eyes, you know. I hope that they are paying attention. I know we are smart people, and I know we are paying attention. Look at their actions, and you will see. So, I hope I answered the question. I don't think I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. I've seen more people are making political grandstanding or political grand moves, but nothing genuine for us to collaborate to help the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. There has to be an all-hands approach to this. But I thank the churches. I thank the original partners. I thank my colleagues. I thank the diaspora for all the help. And we together, what we are doing, we are moving mountains. We are really making some serious strides.
Yeah. Got another caller on the line. Caller, you live. Where are you calling us from?
Good evening. I'm Minister Tevin.
Hi, good evening, sir.
This is John Crow.
Mr. John Crow, how are you doing, sir? It's a long time I haven't heard from you. I see you giving trouble on Facebook, though.
No, that's way bad. Seriously.
Uh-huh.
I've been trying to reach you more than one ways right now, because I have a group, and I think I sent you the literature. Organization for International Development is standing by and waiting for me to get back to them in terms of a confirmation, in terms of them coming into Carriacou and providing medical outreach, dental as well as medical.
Good.
And I've been waiting to hear from you. I reached out to you. I reached out to you more than once, and no response. So I'm glad that Junior decided to bring you in tonight. And here we are. I even stopped into your office when I was home the last time.
Yeah. And did you leave that information?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When you were home, after Beryl?
No, before. That was long before Beryl.
Oh, okay.
Before Beryl.
Okay.
But after Beryl, when I saw Beryl hit, and I said, well, this is the perfect timing. And I reached out again, and I said, well, I will, through your social media account, and I however that message thing goes. So anyhow, I'm talking to you directly now. You have my number.
So I'll reach out. I'll reach out to you, Brother John Crow. I'll reach out to you, but certainly I'll encourage you if you want to get in touch with me. At the ministry, the number there is 443-6026. The parliamentary office number is 404-8655. You can speak to any of my representative in the event that you don't get a hold of me, and I'll certainly be able to reach back to you. My official email, which people send emails to me, minister at cpma.gov.gd. That you have that there. It's posted on social media. All of this is on the government website, so that's transparency for you. So I'm sorry if I did not respond to you directly. There are a lot of people.
Well, I know you're busy. I know you're busy. So I ain't beating you up. I ain't beating you up yet.
Oh no. Even if you beat me up, I have to take it. I'm a public. I'm a servant of the people, And if you find you ain't getting me here and you give me the blows, I have to accept it.
No. But now I ain't gonna beat you up. You're doing real work. You're doing real work. And I say this. And I'm telling you this and I say this all the time. If they had two more like you, and this is staying in office forever. But they had to have two more like you.
We're trying our best.
And there's plain talk, bad manners.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brother John Go. Take care of yourself, and I'll be in touch.
Everything.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. Again, guys, 718-701-5720. MP, I want to talk about the situation, which is now termed the dump site in the middle of Hillsborough. Articulated by your goodly friend there, Mr. Cox, saying that it is the site of many mosquitoes, mosquito-borne disease, rats, rodents, because it's a huge dump site. Now, how do you address that?
You don't understand. The amount of debris that's on the island of Carriacou, Petit-Martinique, we had to put it somewhere. I for one certainly did not agree with that site at all. But when we sat with Solid Waste and everybody, and we looked at all other sites, we had no other choice to put those debris anywhere else. Now, I want people to understand that the debris that's there is not household waste. It's bulk items, trees, galvanized wood, things like that. Long story short, the Solid Waste Management Authority, through the Ministry of Climate Resilience, have ordered some equipment. I believe the equipment is in Grenada. Solid Waste Management Authority and the ministry, and mind you, I'm the acting minister for climate
Climate
resilience.
Yes, I
So,
recognize that.
so the ministry has committed with solid waste management authorities, but that by the end of November, we would have all of the sites, the dump sites, with those items be brought to Harveyville pasture, compacted, and then shipped off to Grenada.
Right. So we're looking right now at an aerial view
That's Hillsborough,
of Hillsborough. That is the
right?
dump site, as
Right.
it's called. I was able to fly my drone over that particular area right there. Now,
Right.
what I could say is that that particular park is a site where I saw many sporting activities taking place there.
Correct.
Right. That's a park. People go over, and in fact, the local school sports are held there.
Correct.
But with that being the case now, with this debris there, it cannot happen. I agree, it is inconvenient to the people who would want to use the park for recreational purposes.
But Junior, we also have to be realistic. It's 4 months since a devastating hurricane has destroyed our islands.
Right.
98% of the island housing stock has been destroyed. Debris is scattered just about everywhere. People are homeless.
Right.
That's reality. We had to put it somewhere. It was placed there. It's not the best place. It's not the ideal place. I certainly agree. The fact is, I am committed along with the Ministry of Climate Resilience and Solid Waste Management Authority to clean out the park. The Ministry of Sports and the Ministry of CARICOM PD Martinique Affairs, along with Climate Resilience, have already come up with a plan of action to resuscitate the parks as soon as the garbage or the debris is moved out from the parks. And it's not just so we are going to resuscitate those areas. So that's a plan in motion. So so yes, we recognize it's not the ideal thing. We wouldn't always agree. We ain't want it close to us. We ain't want it in the playing field. It may not have been the best decision. Not all the decisions that we've made, everybody might have agreed or seen the bigger picture. But it's done. But there's a plan in place to get rid of it, right, and then to resuscitate and bring it back to what it was and even better than.
Right. Yeah. How is it now that there is also a school? There's a school right adjacent to a little bit distant from, not far, but close enough. You could see it from the school. How is that playing out with now activities from the school and the students?
So the schools have not been having any activities, and there are playing fields in Carriacou that are accessible, like the Lawrencetown Stadium, the Dover playing field, and so on. There are playing fields in Carriacou that are accessible in the event that the students need to do physical exercise or activities. But I'm saying, Junior, that a devastating hurricane just passed 4 months ago. We've given a commitment through the Ministry of Solid Waste, through the Ministry of Climate Resilience and Solid Waste Management Authority, that by the end of November, those debris will be removed. And you are now hearing from me, Member of Parliament, saying that we have a plan that will resuscitate the playing fields to bring it back to its former glory and even better than. So that's the commitment. So some people like focusing on the negatives and like focusing on the problems. I like focusing on solutions and trying to find how we deal with issues to and find solutions. So that's what I'm focusing on that. I'm not focusing on only the issue. I'm trying to be solution oriented. And as leaders, that's what we should do. So when people make comments, they should also give suggestions and gives have an input in not just criticizing.
Right. Okay. Again, guys, 718-701-5720. This is a hot seat, and the minister is committing his time to take some of your questions as well on the topic. He is here and chatting with us. Minister, I want to talk quickly about the Dover Government School, because it was said that the Dover Government School, there was a planned closure of the Dover Government School. And the allegation is that the school will be closed and students would then be sent to the Mount Pleasant Government School.
No, I am not aware. I'm hearing talks about that. I'm not aware. The last time I met with the PTA, we agreed on some things. I know that the Minister of Education met with the Parent Teachers Association and so on. I I would certainly leave the Minister of Education. The Minister of Education would certainly have to answer that question. But I do not know at this point that of any closure of the Mount Pleasant Government School. The Cabinet has not made that decision. As Member of Parliament, I have not been briefed on this. So it might have been talked about, but certainly from a cabinet level, we have not made any decision like that. And the community of Dover have not been briefed. I certainly would not be supporting anything such like this unless the people of Dover and the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique has agreed to this as Member of Parliament. So as I said, I haven't heard of this. The cabinet has not been briefed about this. So I don't know if the Minister of Education and his team might have said something, or the school and the Minister of Education might have agreed on something. That might have been the case, but I'm saying that at a higher level, I haven't heard about this. But I've been hearing chatters in the street. But chatters in the street and reality or policy is completely completely different.
All right. Okay. Let's jump back to the phone. We got a caller on the line. Caller, you're live. Where are you calling us from?
I am calling from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, New York. Go right ahead.
Good evening
Yes.
to the Minister.
Hi, good evening.
And good evening to you, Junior.
Hey, good evening to you.
Minister Andrews, I just want to commend you on the work that you've been doing. I know you ran back to Grenada to get to Carriacou before that hurricane hit because you needed to be there, you wanted to be there. And I applaud you for that. We'll always have naysayers. We'll always have distractors. But I'm so happy to always hear how positive you always are and how focused you are about boots on the ground and getting the job done. Because at the end of the day, that is really all that matters.
True.
Because your record will show. It will show.
True.
And it will prove what was said and what was done at the end of it all. I just have a question in regards to the young lady with the 8 children and where she is, close to swamp land or whatever. I know it was said yesterday. Junior said that when he spoke to you, you stated that you tried and made 3 attempts to get her to reconsider. Are you guys gonna look at it again? Are you gonna revisit her? Maybe engage the other person and see maybe if you guys could get her to focus on accepting the aid, paint it green if that would make her feel better, whatever. But I mean, and also probably get a social worker to have a conversation to see where she's really at mentally. Because sometimes we use people who are very, very limited to lose focus and do things that doesn't make sense to the rest of us, right? So maybe that kind of intervention is needed where a social worker speaks to her, somebody, just to see where her mind is, because I don't know the person.
Well, how about hearing what the minister have to say in reference to what transpired and what was said and what the plans are going forward for her?
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't hear about the plan. So
Yeah.
I probably
Yeah.
So all I'll say on this matter is that I know my dear friend Samantha very well. So I'm usually in the mangrove very often because, you know, a lot of people scorn the mangrove and the people in the mangrove, and a lot of people only know them around election time as a reality. And politically now speaking, the majority of the people in the mangrove is known supporters of the New National Party. That's also a fact. But I spend a lot of time there because I try to do whatever I can to empower the people there. The lands to the front of the mangrove, we encourage the building and the building must be done proper. with running water and indoor washroom, bathroom facilities. The lands to the back, it's a no-no. It's swamplands. It's not possible to do any construction work there, and for many reasons. Mind you, the lands are government lands. It's swamplands, it's reserve lands, it's for environmental purposes, etc., etc.
Yes.
As it relates to Samantha, the offer still stands. Listen, for those people who know me know that I have a big heart, you know. So the offer still stands. I would certainly take your advice, my dear, and I've already started engaging our social development department. But mind you, it must be noted that this process of encouraging the people in that area to move didn't just start now. It started a while ago. So we've been pleading with the people in that area a long while now, telling them that they would have to relocate, and they wouldn't just be relocated. We are going to find the lands for you, and we are going to assist you in rebuilding. Beryl came and it gave us the opportunity now to move a little bit faster. So they were aware that the movement is going to take place. But the offer still stands. You know, it still stand, and certainly will get the necessary help and people to persuade her. But there's only so much I can do. You know, but the offer still stands. Okay? And I'll certainly take your advice. Are we on? Yes, Junior.
All right, yeah. So you know what just happened there?
Yeah, I know what happened.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was saying that the offer still stands. I listen, my commitment is to the people of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique Junior. And I want people to understand something, and I said it before, and I don't think people probably understand it. My mother is homeless. My sisters are homeless. You know, so we all in the same boat. So it's not a case where some people are feeling better than others. And if I were, you know, I mean, some people are even crucifying me and saying, well, why are you not building a house for your mother, or building something for your sister? Your sisters are shacking up with people and staying and are basically in a shelter. Why are you not doing that? So I'm saying we're all in the boat together. My house, where I'm saying there's some damage there. I have to address it. The front door was blown up, and I have to nail it up. And so, and thank God, Carriacou is a safe and peaceful place, and yet have security, so nobody can go there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know, we're all in the same boat. So there are some people that believe, you know, that, you know, me and my family is well secured, and the rest of the people, you know, we just abandon them or neglecting them. But we're all in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
I just want people to understand this. And each day we make progress. Every day we are going, you know, things are going to get better, but it takes time. And this is the point I'm making, you know, because people are so traumatized, because people are still shell shocked, because people are still being affected. This is not the time for the politics. Leaders at this time should be helping people, you know, helping encourage people and helping to lift and build people up, and not trying to cause more division. Carriacou and Petit-Martinique is divided politically really bad, you know, Junior. And Beryl, I thought that Beryl would have given us the opportunity to overcome that. Unfortunately, you know, there are those who are hell-bent on keeping the political divide. I, for one, certainly not interested in that. My priority is the people of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique. And that's why we are continuing some of the programs and projects, you know. That's why the Underwater Sculpture Park initiative was launched.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I've engaged the Airports Authority, so that we can continue with our project for the night landing. I've given instruction to our PS and the staff at the ministry to continue all the projects that we have started, from the Windward Fish Market and other projects that we have started, and other projects are going to come. For example, the town of Hillsborough. Beryl has given us a perfect opportunity so that we can add sidewalks in some areas, and an opportunity for us to lift the standard of the tongue in some areas. So a plan for the tongue of Hillsborough, all of that is going to come. In the end of the day, history will speak. History will be kind to Tevin Andrews and the National Democratic Congress, because the decision that we are making today is not necessarily for me, but it's certainly for the future generation. The fact is, we could get a couple guys and knock up a wooden structure now in 10 days. And then the next wind that blows, it goes with it. And then the government gets back in the same position and have to do the same thing again.
Yeah.
We had to make the tough decision and say, no, we have to do this better. We have to really build back better.
Right.
Because we live in a hurricane. We live within the hurricane belt. Every year we are prone to get hit by hurricanes. So if we know that, then let's ensure that we do this properly. And hence the decisions are being made to build back better, stronger, and more resilient for the future generation, for the generations to come. And be the night landing at the airport, the underwater sculpture park, the build back better homes, the necessary infrastructure that we are putting in, and so on. That's the reason why we are doing this. We are doing this for the next generation, not for me. And as leaders, we must play our part to help lift and build people up, lift them up. This is not a time for the politics, for the politicking and the divide and the divisive politics. This is time for us to unite our people as best and as much as we can. Yeah. So I thank all of the people of Carriacou Petit Martinique for their continued support, love, prayer, and all that they've been doing for me and for the administration. So as I just want to touch a little, Junior, on the GDB. The Grenada Development Bank has set up its office in Carriacou. So the office is located in Carriacou, upstairs the multipurpose center, or you can or the resource center, if you want to put it that way, or where the ministry is now operating, upstairs there. The GDB is here to assist businesses. So for the $24 million were placed in the GDB to assist businesses to recover. So so the opportunity is for the business people to take full advantage of the offer that the government has. So I believe I am the host of the program now. I think Junior is having some technical problem on his end. He's having some technical problem on his end. Junior, back. I was just about
you
to
guys
take
know
over
what
the
to get me for
program.
Christmas, right? You should have. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know
Yeah.
why this is happening. On my router here, it worked fine. Like I never usually have a problem with it, but it just started to act up. So I have to immediately remedy that situation, guys. I switched to secondary backup internet, so it may not stay. Well, it should be steadier than the other one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's hope and pray. We got a call on the line, by the way. Caller, where are you calling us from?
Hello. Good afternoon.
Hey,
Good
caller.
afternoon to your guest,
Yes, go right ahead.
Mr. Andrew. Yes. Mr. Andrew, you have an opportunity with Beryl. In life, even when females, be they human or otherwise, give birth, there is pain and there is also joy. So make use of the opportunity to ride it. And one of the opportunities is local government, where cities, towns, villages, or by whatever other name you want to call them, can be mobilized. So you can have public administration at the grassroots level so that community meetings, consultations can take place and people can really participate and they have no more excuses to blame the politician because you provide them an opportunity to be involved in the development of their village. So I don't know what you have on the borders, what is taking place, but that's an opportunity. And if you can find the energy, because, I know your hands will be filled, even if you have to bring a few people on board, locally, regionally, internationally, get it going and expand the process and give people the opportunity. So they will have to blame themselves when development is not taking place. When projects is not being implemented and they are aware of it, they should be raising questions. That will certainly help you in moving your community, your people at a higher level. So see what you can do with the whole question of local government. There is an opportunity here that's provided with Beryl to get your towns and villages and your people mobilized towards upward movement. Have a good evening, my brother.
Thank you so much, caller. Thank you so much. Local government, very topical.
Thank you very much, Brother Campbell. You always give some sound advice. I really appreciate the fact that you call and of course reminder. We will be starting some community engagement, town hall style engagement where we can, we will give people an opportunity to participate and hear from them and also to share the things that we are doing. So social media is good. The Facebook and the Instagram and all those things, YouTube and so on is good, but we also need to go grassroots so that people can hear what we are doing as well. And certainly local government is part of our agenda. It's something that we campaigned on. And so you'll hear more about it in the upcoming budget and the plan that we put in place. We'll put a steering committee in place. I got the idea from a good friend, Brother Campbell. But certainly putting a steering committee in place to guide the process now that, our focus is now on the rebuilding recovery effort. A special committee will be put in place to lead that effort for the fully implementing of local government here in Carrick on Petit Matnick, which will be used as a pilot so that we have local government fully implemented throughout the parishes in Grenada as well. Yeah.
Okay. We got another caller on the WhatsApp. Let's take the caller on the WhatsApp right now. Caller on the WhatsApp, go right ahead.
Hi, Junior.
Hey.
Hi.
Yes.
Because I'm on my.
Yes, go ahead, caller on the WhatsApp.
It's two of us. Hello?
No. The other person is on the phone line. They're going to come in afterwards. Go ahead, caller on the WhatsApp.
Yes. I'm calling to say to PM Williams that you guys are doing an extremely great job in Carriacou.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Junior just showed an overhead flight from his drone on the park where the debris and thing is stored. I don't know how anyone could see this as a problem, because I heard what Mr. Cox said. But if you look at it from a different perspective, I don't think there could have been a better place to put it because of the space between. Look how neat these things are stored, so that when it's time for removal, there would not be a chaos in any way, and the recreation ground could always be resurfaced. So you have to look at it from that, where the air can pass, people would breathe better than if you put it in some congested area that could create more health hazard than it is now. You guys are doing a great job. I look at the zonal thing sometimes, and it's propaganda, and they're not doing this in Carriacou, and they're not doing this and this, and they're not doing this and that. But when you look at what is being done, it tells a different story, especially to those of us in the diaspora. So that's why I said some time ago, I believe the best campaigners for NDC is the NNP. Because when they say certain things, and you look at certain things, you see a totally different thing to what they're saying. I speak to some people back home who has relatives in Carriacou, and all they can tell me is good things. So, PM Williams, MP Williams,
MP.
do what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. It would reward you in the long run, because no matter what these people are saying, you look at what is said, they're scandalous. Look at the way they carry on in the zonal meeting, rowdy. To me, put it bluntly, not knocking people who sell fish, but fish market attitude. The way they think, and you cannot win people like that. Give the government the credit where it is due. You are doing a lot. Because the day after this thing, when I saw you cry, I didn't want to stay that long, but when I saw you break down and cry, it tore me to pieces. That shows, as you just rightfully said, a person with a very big heart. And you have to remember that in everything, God is involved in it. And you guys would be rewarded. It is good what you're doing. A lot for Grenada. In this short space of time after this hurricane, we couldn't ask for anything more. Here in North America, I'm going to wind up now, but here in North America, when they had the hurricane in Junior, in this big hurricane a few years ago, Catherine, it took them, it took George Bush a while before he even flew over. He just had to fly over. And it took him a while before he did that. And they are still in recovery.
Yes.
And for a small country, we are doing great. If you put it on a percentage basis, we're doing way better than those big countries. So keep doing what you're doing, and God is going to give you guys the strength to do what you're doing and doing it right. Take time and do what you're doing. We're proud of you guys. Very proud.
Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much.
Thank
Sponsor?
you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's MP Andrews. So it's not AG, it's not Andy Williams, but Andrews. But thank you so much. I really appreciate the encouragement. And I certainly agree with some of what you're saying.
All right. Let me take a quick commercial break, guys. I need to just switch back to my internet. We have about 10 more minutes or so or less with the MP, and we'll be right back. Let me just switch this over with my internet provider and come back with a better signal. Stand by, we'll be right back.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Guys, we're back here with MP Tevin Andrews, Honorable Tevin Andrews. And again, the man is taking a lot of his time. You know, he's always out, boots always on the ground. But we have to thank him for taking a little bit of time to chat with us. We're a little bit over time. So we hope we enjoy enough your schedule. Too bad, MP.
That's fine. The only thing is that I plan to be on the south side tonight with a few.
If you could give us about 7 more minutes, we could squeeze in a couple.
Listen, I can stay. The fact I was just we were doing some bar hopping later on. I tried my best to to interact as much as possible. So we were going on the south side, play some domino and so on. So that's fine. I could update the people as much as I can, as long as I have the time.
Yeah, man, no problem.
So but Junior, I don't want us to to underscore it that in 3 months we were able to assist people with roofing assistance of close to $14 million.
Right.
800 and something people in Carriacou, almost 900 people, and over 80 persons in Petit Martinique. In addition, we receive material support from the government and people of Guyana, and hundreds of people in Carriacou also receive that assistance. A boatload of material will also be sent to PT Matnick in blocks, another building supplies, so that will also be sent to PT Matnick. So a lot has been happening in addition to the 200 prefab homes that will be coming, and the 27 that are being prepared for now, and the 13 Build Back Better homes that are under construction as we speak. So a lot has been happening.
Okay, back to the phone lines. Caller, you live. Where are you calling us from?
Hi, Junior. Good night, and good night to Honorable Tevin Andrews. I'm calling from Grenada.
Grenada, go right ahead.
Hi, good night.
Okay, I would like to say congratulations to Honorable Tevin Andrews. Now, I've been watching the Beryl hurricane issue in Carriacou, and I could see how desperate Honorable Tevin was with this situation. This has grieved him. Now, I know Honorable Tevin Andrews to be a strappy guy and somebody who really cares about the country. You could see that he lost weight, and I know that he took it on hand. And for people to say that he didn't walk or he's not walking, we are ungrateful people. I know Honorable Tevin Andrews, and I know this man worked tirelessly in Carriacou. And there is a guy in Carriacou who always call and degrade Honorable Tevin Andrews. So, you're very disrespectful, and I hope that you will stop the nonsense that you are doing. Because this man, he works tirelessly, endlessly for Carriacou people. And the Carriacou people will put him right back there. Honorable Tevin, I wish you best. I wish you success. And may God continue to bless you. As the slogan says, boots on the ground. That was your campaign slogan, and you kept that slogan. Boots on the ground. May God bless you abundantly. Keep doing do and do your best. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you so much, caller.
Thank you very much, caller. I only lose sleep over the people of Carriacou and PT Matnick when I know that there's nothing much I can do for them at this point in time. But people who have things to say about me, I develop a dog's back. It just roll off.
Mm-hmm.
It roll off. So what people have to say about me really and truly don't affect me. What affects me is the fact, sleepless nights in trying to come up with plans and strategies and programs that can benefit the people of Carriacou and PT Matnick, and for us to get back to some sense of normalcy. Junior, the fact that for the underwater sculpture park, the night landing to accommodate night flights and other investments are coming, we are doing that because while we have to do the reconstruction and recovery work, we also have to plan for the future.
Mm-hmm.
We also have to plan for the future because we must develop that economy of Carriacou so that when people get back to some state of normalcy, that tourism product that will be developed in such a way that the economy of Carriacou and PT Matnick could just take off with full force. And this is why we put aside the $24 million so that the business people and so on can take advantage of that so that they can build back better, bigger and better, and do, that's the intention. That's the intention in all of this. So there's a lot of work to be done, but with time we are going to get there, Junior. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind about it.
Shireen James want to know, Junior, could you please ask the MP about the progress of the Top Hill Senior Home and how is the resident doing on the mainland?
The residents are doing fine on the mainland. I visited them not too long ago. They're all in good spirits. The Top Hill Senior Citizen Home, the Greater Rotary Corps, has volunteered to do the reconstruction of the roof, and that has been going well. I know that they are waiting on some material. I think some building materials that are being ordered to do the final finishing touch, including beds and so on. And as soon as that is completed, the seniors will be back in Carriacou in the comfort of the home in Carriacou. So that's the update.
Right.
Work is ongoing, but of course the challenge with material supplies and so on.
Right.
Has been.
I want to ask this question. It's two separate questions, so probably you could attack it in one. One, the Free Beryl program. Again, a lot of criticism coming on from the handling of the Free Beryl program and people having complication understanding the process. People say, okay, they have 4 barrel, 5 barrel, 6 barrel. They could only get 2. What is the policy on that? And the next one is, I want to put that one in quickly. The next one is the $24 million that you just mentioned. That's allocated for the for business building or to help business growth in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. How is that facilitated? Because again, the administration has been criticized for mishandling of that fund. They call it the Minister's Bank, the GDB being the Minister's Bank, and not being able to fulfill the obligation that it was supposed to. So how are you dealing with these 2 elements?
Well, the GDB was given a mandate. So the GDB certainly they came, they set up, the assessments are being done. I know that approvals are what is going to be happening now is that the approvals are going to be taking place soon. But I don't work for the GDB. I don't work in the GDB, so I don't know what's happening there. But what I do know is that assessments was done in Carriacou and in Petit Martinique. People did what they're supposed to do. People are going into the GDB's office to seek information. And there are 2 components to it. You have the grant component, that's for businesses that are registered or non-registered business, informal and formal businesses. If they have a loan for the businesses that they're paying off, and the banks or credit unions could confirm that, they would be able to pay or give you support in terms of paying your loan for the next 6 months. So that's the grant component. And of course, the loan component, which is a 1% interest payback, they give up to $500,000. And they are it's different phases to it. So you have loans for reconstruction, you have loans for stock taking, etc., etc., etc. I think you can get up to $20,000 or so, and you don't without having any collateral. But if it's more, then of course it comes with certain conditions. So while it is favorable terms, obviously you have it comes with terms and conditions. I was a bit disappointed of you, obviously, that they're supposed to GDB should have launched in September, but they end up launching in October. So there was some delay, and there are still some delays here and there. I certainly need to get in touch with the board and the management to find out what are some of the delays. But I do know that they are at the stage now of making preparation for approvals. That's what I do know. Certainly be on the backs of GDB to ensure that the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique get what they truly deserve, so that the businesses can get back functioning on island. But the process has started.
In relation to the first part,
in relation to the Beryl program, the government made a clear policy as it relates to the items that they're giving the concessions on in terms of the free barrels, which is food, clothes, some household appliances, etc., etc. So if you come down with 6 barrels, you have to understand it's only 2 barrels is going to be free. Now, customs and Port Authority and customs may have their fees that they charge. That has nothing to do with the government charges. It's the government took out all charges, but Ports Authority still have whatever charges that they normally charge, which is very minimal charges. So some people think when you hear free barrel that you don't pay anything at all, but Port Authority has their fee and so forth. So it's 2 barrels, or a barrel and a crate, or a box and a crate, or something of that sort. But the free barrel program is still in existence. If you need clarity, you can simply call the Ministry of Finance department. They'll give you clear information. Concession desk, they'll give you some information on that. You can call Ports Authority, Customs. They'll give you information if you need clarity. So the information is out there on the government website. It's on the government website. The information is there as well. So I know. So a lot of the issues come out because of misunderstanding or miscommunication.
Right.
And probably we need to take responsibility, because we should be regularly informing the general public
I think I think that is a good idea. Using that communication is great to let people know what's happening. We got another caller on the line real quickly. You're coming to Fast and Furious. Caller, you live. Where are you calling us from?
Good night, Junior. I'm calling from Grenada.
Grenada, go right ahead.
Yes, Grenada. Yes, so I'm very grateful for the job you are doing, Junior. And yeah, I mean, where you started from to where you are today, and just your genuine, daring, courageous spirit, in spite of what you keep sowing. And I want to encourage you, as well as to thank the minister for their steadfastness, because there are so many things you could look at and wish it could have been better. What I would like us to do as a people, because I know many are hearing this, is that we can assess people not based on one thing, because the governance is dynamic. There are so many things that are being done at the same time that if I'm vexed over one particular thing I didn't get or didn't go right, I can't condemn everything else that's being done. Tevin, I don't know if you said it, and good night to you as well. I didn't know if you said it before because I started listening. That can you speak to what the government is doing as far as the school students are concerned, coming over to Grenada and so forth?
Thanks for reminding me. There's so many things I haven't spoken about. Yeah. That's a good point that you a good reminder that the TAMCC students, the government of Grenada, has assisted all TAMCC students that are from Carriacou and Petit Martinique with their expenses in terms of providing them with a first payment of over $3,000 and a monthly payment for the next 6 months of $2,000 to assist them with whatever fees and in terms of transportation, food allowance, and so on, rental assistance, and so on. So we understand that people are going through difficult times, and the fact that people had to transfer from Carriacou to Grenada, and the fact that many businesses and people are homeless and are going through a lot, the government has decided to make it a little bit easier for the TAMCC and NULO students. I can't recall the final figure at the moment, but you have a number of families benefiting as a result of this excellent initiative. And I want to thank all the private sector individuals who have gotten on board, businesses that have gotten on board, and of course the government for injecting over $1.2 million or $1.3 million, $1.3 million or so towards this initiative as well. So really appreciate it.
Yes.
Okay, Minister, thank you. Thank you, Junior.
All right. Thank you so much, caller. We appreciate that very much. Again, 718-701-5720. We are at that tail end of the program, Minister. I know that you said that there was a couple of things that we missed. I'll give you opportunity to talk about some of the things that's on your agenda that you have been doing that you want the general. Well, before you answer that, before you give us that, let's just take this live call. Caller, are you live? Are you calling for the program?
Hi, Junior. Good night. Yes, I am.
Okay. Yes.
I'm just calling to say I want to say thank you very much to Minister Andrews and to let him know that he is indeed doing a fantastic job. We're here in Brooklyn and we look, and even though the naysayers say a lot, there are things that we can clearly see. And one of the things I always say, my mom always say, nobody throws stones at an empty mango tree. So Minister Andrew, big up your whole self. The other thing I want to say, I was on the island, Grenada, recently, and a few people had reached out to me and asked for donation of things which I tried to purchase in Grenada. And I was trying to ask around about getting the tax exempt on some of those things. And it was like such a hassle. Like everybody was sending me to someplace else. So is there some way that you can tell me, like, I'll be back home soon, like if I want to donate anything to help anybody in Carriacou at the moment that I'm purchasing in Grenada, is there a way to get a form for tax exempt on those items?
You can simply call the minister, and thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I want my heart that there are people who genuinely believe that I'm trying my best. Yes, thank you very much. So you can call the Ministry of Finance, or the Ministry of Carrick and Pity Matnick and ask to be put on to the concession desk. And they will be able to guide you in terms of what you need to do. But yeah, certainly, you see, what we had to set it up in that way because anybody could have walked into any hardware or supermarket or anywhere and say, I'm from Carrick, or I'm buying things for the people of Carrick and Pity Matnick, and can you give me the tax off? How do we verify that? So this is why we set up those offices so that you go through there so that the verification could be done. And it's a little bit hectic, or there's a lot of red tape involved. That's because of trying to ensure that the help gets to the people that really needs the help. Because in times of disaster, people try a lot of things. And that's why. But certainly we have to see how we can take out some of the red tape. But certainly just call the Ministry of Finance as we put on to the concession desk, and those people would be able to guide you and assist you in terms of what you need to do. And if not, certainly the Ministry of Carrick and Pity Matnick will be certainly willing and able to assist you as well with the Beryl Secretariat that we have attached to the ministry.
Because I had went to the Osprey to put some of the things on, and I know they charge, which it was fine with me, but it's just like when I had went to like Courts to to buy the appliances and stuff, and I was just like, hey, is there any way that I can buy it and send it straight to the Osprey? I'm gonna pay, and then like nobody just had any information as to what could be done. So in that way, well, now that I know that when I come back home, it's going to be better going forward. But thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, and thanks for all that you've done and all that you're doing. We appreciate it.
Thank you, caller. So I'll give you an opportunity to take it.
Well, I won't bore the people again. Just to wrap up and see that we are trying our best. There's a lot that's happening. We are continuing with our plans in terms of what we had before. The sculpture park, the night landing, the construction of roads, helping to build our economy. Still having engagement with potential investors to come in and invest in Carriacou and in Pity Matnick. Continue to a number of our projects and so on. Of course, while taking care of the needs of the people, trying to ensure that a number of families get a home in time for Christmas, and certainly the process will continue thereafter by bringing in prefab homes, over 200 prefab homes in the first instance, to assist in the housing needs of the people of Carriacou and Pity Matnick. But just rest assured that this government, your member of parliament, have your back, and this is a time for us to really unite. The time for the politics will come. No one loves politics more than me. Ask anybody about me who's around me and they'll tell you. But there comes a time, especially in times of crisis and disasters, that you put aside the politics and you do what you must. I recall, and this message is from a good partner, my good friend. I give him free advice. When COVID-19 hit, I as much as I gave the former member of parliament, who is now my good friend, a lot of blows, I was actively involved in assisting with the food distribution, with assisting communities and people, including giving information and disseminating information from the Ministry of Health and so on, getting involved actively and not staying in the back to create political mischief and so on. I got involved. And that is what the people remembered Tevin Andrews for, is that he got involved and assisted and led the charge in many instances, food drives and so on, with the business community and the various communities. So history will speak for itself. This is not a time for politics. This is a time for us to unite as a people, as one, to see how we can get Carriacou back to a point where it was and even better than before. Others are not going to come and do it for us. We are the ones that have to do it. And this is why we truly believe in the Kakabawi brother and sisterhood. Kakabawi for Kakabawi. And we must defend one another and stand with each other no matter what, in good times and in bad times, especially in bad times. So he should certainly observe me and remember which side I have been standing on. The time will come and the people will remember what side you were standing on. So we continue to do our work, and there's a lot of more work to be done. And I commend and thank everyone for their assistance, continued support to the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, the diaspora, the US, Canada, the UK, the Guyanese in particular, government and people of Guyana, our Caribbean brothers and sisters, and of course, my colleagues for all the support that they're giving. I really and truly appreciate all that has been done. So thank you so much, Junior, and I hope that I'll be back again to give you some updates in the not too distant future.
Well, it's an open platform. It's an open platform. We do open the platform to have this type of conversation. And I don't know if you know about this, MP, but back about a few years ago, I coined the saying, "Carriacou is amazing," and it is more evident now because the people need that vibe to continue to be resilient. Carriacou is a lovely place. Carriacou is my home. And I'm telling you that I love Carriacou. I love the people of Carriacou, every single person. And whatever I could do, I've always said that, something happened in Carriacou a few months ago in relation to one of my very dear and beloved rider. And she got in a little accident. And the way how she was taken care of by the medical team in Carriacou, it's just like, wow. It's like world standard, man. It was like world standard. And I always say, I'm going to do something really big for the hospital in Carriacou because they have done so much, just everything. And I want to thank you for being the MP of Carriacou and keeping that, and letting my friends, my family, my brothers and sisters in Carriacou know that I love them dearly. Always close to my heart. Thanks again, MP. We'll stay in touch.
Thank you very much, Junior. Much appreciated. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, man. For those of you guys who don't know that Carriacou is my home, I'm telling you, Carriacou has a very special place in my heart, and I would always support and love the people of Carriacou dearly. And we still have to do whatever we can to help building and the rebuilding effort in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, and everybody, for that matter, that is affected or have been affected by Hurricane Beryl. It doesn't matter the color. There should be no litmus test on who gets assistance. Everybody. No matter green, red, yellow, purple, whatever it is, everyone or anyone who needs the assistance should be able to access the assistance. And when someone call my phone or call my producer phone, we never ask them the color, whatever they are from. They need the assistance, we provide the assistance, and I think that is what's supposed to be projected throughout far and wide. Carriacou is amazing. Yeah. Carriacou is really, really amazing, guys. And with all the things that's happening in Carriacou, if you have not yet been to Carriacou, you need to take a vacation, head out to Carriacou. All right. Let me tell you about a couple things, guys, before we go on this quick break. A few things that we are doing here at Ride. We spoke about it yesterday. We just launched our new excursion just in time for the tourist season. Ride.gd, right? So you guys, if you are interested in all these new excursion opportunities and tours in Grenada, you got to check out Ride.gd. Of course, we have the e-bike, Ride e-bike. We have the tuk-tuks, and we also have this Aqua Adventure. You could check that out right now. It's all Ride.gd. Yes. We also got to thank and big up the folks at JetBlue. Yeah, man, if you're flying to Grenada, if you're riding to Grenada, you got to jump on a JetBlue. I'll be on JetBlue in a couple days, Jed. I got things to do, people to see in Grenada.
Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island, strong with the host, we belong. Energy high, heart so bright.
Check out jetblue.com. That's www.jetblue.com. Big up to the folks at the GTA.
Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please.
Guys, also, are you looking to have some fun this weekend? I mean, some workout fun, burn some calories kind of fun. How about renting a bike at Ride and just go out there and just have a good time in the great outdoors, eco-friendly, really nice. Check out ride.gd and you could book your e-bike, family and friends, or be a part of our weekly Sunday rides. Yeah, man. If you're a rider, you need to be a true rider. Jump on an e-bike. Check out ride.gd to find out how you could book an e-bike for your ride experience.
I'm live, worldwide. Feel the beat, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people, we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song.
Also, guys, if you're looking for t-shirt printing, you gotta check out Instaprint. Yeah, Instaprint Grenada. Check them out online right now at instaprint.com, and also inside the Esplanade Mall. That's where they're located.
Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light.
Guys, All Pro NY or callallpronow.com is looking for nurses and RN for a cozy caring facility in New York, Queens, New York to be exact. If you're RN, registered nurse, and you're looking for employment, and they pay good and real good. Yeah, they pay real good. Call or text 516-387-4246. That's 516-387-4246. And when you call them, to make sure you get in front of the line, just make sure you get in front of the line. Just say you saw this on Ride Along Live. They go jump you in front of the line. Check them out. Call allpronow.com or call them at 516-387-4246.
Join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island, strong with the host, we belong.
Yeah, so as I told you guys, we're getting ready to launch our Tuk Tuk Ride Tuk Tuk. It's really fun and exciting, guys. This is a game changer. And you know, the tourist season, first big cruise ship came in today, but the official start of the tourist season have ships coming in from the 4th, I believe, non-stop. 30% increase in cruise ship arrival at the port in Grenada. Big up to the GTA for doing an amazing job. And of course, we are participating in ensuring that when people come to Grenada, they have a really good experience. But this is not only for tourists. If you want to take out your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you want to take out on a date, you could also get on one of our tours. We have one called Love Under the Stars. Yeah? Valentine's coming, Christmas coming. Take out your boyfriend, take out your girlfriend, man. Come on, let's do it.
The people we shine, giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island, strong with the host, we belong.
Guys, are you looking to rent a car? You're in Grenada, you're looking for a car rental, you got to check out the Ride, rent a car. Give them a call, 473-422-1011, or click in fact, point at that QR code right there. It's 473-422-1011. Rent a car today.
Ride along live if you please, bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island, strong with the host, we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride is sheer delight. Making waves across the...
Check this out, guys. Did you know that we are on your Fire Stick? You have a Fire Stick? Most people have a Fire Stick on their TV, or they have a TV with Fire Stick built into it. So here what? Go into the App Store and search Ride Along Live, and just like that, you could download Ride Along free on your Fire TV. We have over 50,000 downloads, guys, all over the world. We don't joking enough. We are not joking. So download Ride Along Live on Fire TV right now and enjoy us on your television. A lot of people are watching us on the TV. Check it out. Guys, we also got to tell you about this. Top 5 is back. Top 5 is back. This is an all-female cast. All-female cast. Top 5, the brand new show coming back to Ride Along Live. If you want to be a part of this, if you feel you have what it takes and you want to be one of the top 5 women on that program, we still can. We had to think about two. We need 2 more people. You have to be energetic and serious. Not no play thing. This is a serious thing. Inbox us and let us know if you want to be a part of the cast of Top 5.
Sing the song from island to island, strong with the host we belong.
Guys, if you want to advertise and Ride Along Live, this month we are gearing up to possibly break all kind of record. 11 million views on Ride Along Live just because of you. And you could showcase your business or event on Ride Along Live. Advertise on Ride Along Live. It doesn't pay to advertise. It doesn't cost a thing. It pays. It pays to advertise on Ride Along Live.
Or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ride Along Live, where the world watches and your business grows. Contact us today to get started.
Time to do better. Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan now offers new and improved options that make health insurance affordable for small to medium businesses. Good medical cover gives you a competitive edge and takes care of the people that take care of your business. Get a better plan to build a better business. Call Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
Rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Today. Located inside Rider Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant.
Yeah, big up to the brother that just called me off air. He's watching us right now on the ride. Thank you so much. He's calling for a rental. And of course, guys, when you rent a car at Riders, we pick you up at the airport. Yeah, we pick you up at the airport. You get the car at the airport. We didn't tell you come and search for us somewhere in town. No, we come and we drop the car for you on the airport, all right? So if you want to rent a car right now or anytime, the number is 473-422-1011. That's the number right there. And there's a link, right? So we do everything electronic, you know. We do everything online. It's really simple. It's really easy. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys ride.gd. A lot of people are inquiring about that particular service. How to rent a car. Where is it? Where's the link?
Join the dance, let's sing the song from island to island, strong.
Oh, this is it. All right, so this is how you do it, guys. This is how you do it. So you want to rent a car, you go to the website ride.gd and you scroll down, you scroll down, you scroll down. So you could do all these different things. You could rent a tuk-tuk, right? You could rent an e-bike. And when you're renting a tuk-tuk, it's really easy. You go and you click on your book and you see a list of excursions. If you want to take out your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you check your availability because we're very booked up. You select the date, like really easy. You select you want somebody, the time, Next, you go through, bam, bam, you click accept the terms, you put in your name and information, boom, 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 boom. If you're in a room in charge, bam, 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 you put in your credit card and you safe, set, all good, you're done. Now let me tell you how you rent a car now. Let's go back to the home page. So you go to the home page and you click on rent a car, book now. It's very simple, it's easy as ABC. So all you do if you're renting a car from us, you just go to the website ride.gd and you just start. You fill out the information. You want the Mitsubishi Beryl, you want that. You put in the information, your name, blah, 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 blah. You keep going. Next, you put in your email. Next, you put in your phone number. Blah, 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 blah. Real simple, guys. We're almost there. When you want it for? You want it for this date to this date. See, make it really easy and convenient. You accept the terms and conditions. You have to read this. I don't just do what I do in here. You have to read it. So don't say you don't read the fine print. Read the fine print, okay? Read it. And then you upload a picture of your driver's license. You sign, check, and you pay. That's it. You're done. Car waiting for you on the airport. See you on the airport. We make it really easy to rent a car. Seriously. You don't have to go through all of this stuff. Call it. No. Just go on the website, ride.gd, and just take care of it. Ride.gd, rent a car, you're done. You're good to go. Very easy. Can't be easier. It's the easiest. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program. We appreciate you so much. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Right along live, where everyone has a story to tell. See you guys tomorrow. On behalf of all of our production crew here and our senior executive producer, Lois JJ, Kibbs, Gail. Good night, everybody.
Feel the beat, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong.
Or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ride Along Live, where the world watches and your business grows. Contact us today to get started.
Ride Along Live.
Ride along live, worldwide. Feel the beat, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong.